Hey, it's me again. As I've shared, and it is obvious in my previous videos, I have a weight problem. And so today, I'm sharing something that's not really pagan related. It has to do with finding clothes that fit an overweight person that don't cost a lot of money. There is a store, I think it's called Torrid's. It's an online store, and I think a lot of malls across the U.S. have one of these stores in them, and they have some really cute stuff for overweight women, but it costs so much money. It's just, if you're on an extreme budget, as I like to call it, I live off of, well, I'm not going to mention any numbers. Basically, my rent is half of what I get a month. A little more than half. And I'm lucky that I don't have to deal with an electric bill where I live. But there are a lot of people that are in similar situations as me, that they do have to pay their electric bill on top of their rent. And it is, when you're on such an extreme budget, it is really hard to get clothing for yourself. A lot of times during the summer, I'll wear shorts and tank tops because I live in St. Louis and it gets so hot here during the summer. And I know I'm making it so obvious that I am a true St. Louisan here, but it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And it doesn't matter if you are so skinny, you don't have a shred of muscle on your body. It's extremely unbearable, and you're probably going to end up wearing shorts, even though you might be self-conscious about that. And in my case, I'm overweight, and it's extremely unbearable in the summer. And I wear shorts and a tank top because, you know what, it's just that bad. And I'm sure there's other places in the U.S. and other countries that probably have it worse than here. I used to live in Texas, and it was hot there, but it was a dry heat. But the worst thing about where I lived was that they'd be like, oh, it's springtime, you feel that breeze? And I was like, that is not a breeze. It feels like someone turned on the air dryer on me, or the hair dryer. So there are all different kinds of weather all over the place, and I just rambled for a full 3 minutes saying that. But just wanted to go over, I found all of these items at thrift stores. I think this skirt up here cost the most. I think it was about $3, but my granny bought it for me, so I am not entirely sure on that. This was 99 cents, this one here, and I think this one was 99 cents, $1.99. Those two were so much cheaper because it was a different thrift store that is known for cheaper prices, and because it was out of season. I just went through and bought a whole rack of summer dresses because I wanted to have something that covered more of my legs during the summer. And I like being girly and pretty when I can. This skirt was actually a fitted waist, and it was about 3 or 4 sizes too small for me. So my granny told me how you can cut off the fitted waistband and make a casing with it. And in this case, I had to actually rip out the zipper and sew up where the zipper was, and made a casing and put the elastic that fit my waist in there. The downside to this is it makes, oh, here's a pretty pattern on it. It does make the skirt shorter. This case was quite the opposite effect. It was a sundress that had an entirely inappropriate top to it. I say inappropriate. What I mean by that is you had to wear a t-shirt underneath it, and I'm not wearing a t-shirt underneath a dress in the summertime. Not gonna happen. So this part up here was actually right underneath the bust line, and since it is I can't remember what they call that. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, it's stretchy, and so I realized that this would actually make a good waistband right here. So I just cut off the top of it, or seam ripped it off really, and it actually ended up coming out longer than it was intended to be in the skirt form, but it was really easy to do, and that requires absolutely no sewing whatsoever. So that was a cool one. And this one over here, it was kind of the same situation. It had a tank top, like a muscle type shirt attached to the top of it that matched it. This is actually a really pretty turquoise. I don't know why it's showing up a weird green. But this is intended to be the waistband, but it was like coming up over my stomach in a real weird spot. So I cut off the top of it. It had a zipper in it that I ripped out and sewed it up on the side, and now I can wear it however I want. And it's really cute, and I actually have a tank top that is the same color as this skirt, so I can wear it in like a two-piece combination of what it was as a one-piece, and that did not cost me anything except for, I think, 96 cents or something like that for the elastic in the skirt that I had to add the elastic to. Okay, one second here.